to 3-8 teams here tonight. Dire need of a win. Johnson, and quickly brought down. Jay Pottinger with the tackle.
Javon Johnson gets the return that time. We'll likely see another of the players acquired from Calgary filling that role in the coming weeks. Titus Ryan, not dressed tonight, but he was Calgary's primary return man. And really a large part of the reason why he was brought to Winnipeg is to save them from having one of their starting DBs, their best cover guy, in that role.
Winnipeg was busy this week, making trades with Calgary and Montreal. Fred Reed, coming off a week where he only had 18 yards against the Alouettes, and the Hamilton Tiger Cats can empathize with Fred Reed and the Blue Bombers after what the Montreal Alouettes did to the Tiger Cats last night. What a complete performance by the Alouettes, who have certainly been the class of the CFL East so far this season.
Yeah, for as good as Montreal's been all season, that might have been their best game in a while, quite frankly, and for the Tiger Cats, one that they'll leave on the cutting room floor.
A draw play. Fred Reed coming into tonight 74 yards shy of 1,000.
And Rod, you mentioned that Fred Reed was held to 18 yards on 11 carries against Montreal last week. That was his lowest output of the season. But his next two worst games were actually those back-to-back games in week 4 and 5 against the Argos. So it'll be no surprise to see some tough sledding for number 32 in blue and gold tonight.
Yeah, as ineffective as the Argos have been this year offensively, certainly, their defense, especially their run defense, has been right up there with the Montreal Alouettes and others. Only allowing 4.7 yards a carry. Jason Carter does a little spinorama. Brought down. Well, the NHL season is on the horizon. The start of the regular season, days away. Tune into TSN Wednesday night for the NHL on TSN Season Preview Special, hosted by James Duthie and the NHL on TSN panel. Live coverage begins at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. I know you're a big hockey fan.
I certainly am.
I know you're a big Maple Leaf fan, aren't you?
I'll say it. I admit it.
All right, there you go. Good luck. And Cody Pickett can't find Carter this time. By the way, over on TSN 2, the Canucks and Flames tonight, preseason action. So far, this has kind of gone according to script, to the race form, as far as offenses go, hasn't it?
Well, based on the numbers coming in, we weren't expecting a shootout.
Quick drop again. Pickett to the sideline, to no one in particular, just trying to throw it away. And another 2 and gone for the Argos to bring out Justin Medlock.
That time it was some pressure from Gavin Walls that forced Pickett to get rid of that football and avoid the sack. Bart Andrus looks to make a few corrections to that protection scheme.
There's Javon Johnson. Medlock let this go probably near his 26-yard line. What has been a very quiet game so far, and a quiet Canadian Stadium. Fans not a lot to cheer about this season in Winnipeg. Ron Johnson hauls it in and gets away from Brian Crawford. There goes Johnson, a straight arm, making something out of nothing into Toronto territory. 39-yard kick, 20-yard return. Bomber ball when we come back. A guy who played with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers a year ago, Zeke Moreno, former Hamilton Tiger Cat, former NFLer. Zeke can destroy. Second on the Argonauts with 60 tackles. Kevin Iben with 63. Linebacking cores had to do a lot of work. Michael Bishop to work again. And open on the far side once again. Otis Amy. Zeke Moreno, tongue-in-cheek, says he's had to get to know a few players and has had to look back at his Winnipeg team and wonder where everybody went.
They still have weapons, right? They have Armstrong, they have Romby Bryant, they have RJ. You know,
they're all gone.
Oh, those guys ain't there? No.
They're all gone.
Well, they have guys. You know, they have still tough guys on defense too, with Baron Simpson, Jerome Haywood, and Kelly Margot too. Oh, those are. Who we playing?
Well, I don't know if you remember Adarius Bowman, but there he is. Bowman, the leading receiver, and Zeke again, tongue-in-cheek, referring to some of his old teammates who are no longer in Winnipeg.
Yeah, basically just mentioning that, you know, it was less than a year ago that he left this football team. And as you heard him say at the end, who are we playing? Because those aren't the same guys I left. Adarius Bowman, one of the key off-season newcomers coming over from the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Bishop now stands in over the middle, and knocked out of bounds is Brock Ralph. And close to a first down. Bombers here could go first and goal. Furthest advancement of the football tonight by anybody.
And here you'll see Brock Ralph. He's the middle guy in that formation. Comes underneath. Nice quick hitter from Michael Bishop. Trying to use the speed of Brock Ralph coming across the field to outrun coverage.
Well, is this Fred Reed time? Let's find out. First and goal. Play action. Bishop throws to the end zone and dropped by Brock Ralph. Lynn J. Shell in on the coverage. On the little boot by Michael Bishop. Good play by Shell.
Well, Shell covered up for what went wrong at the line of scrimmage. If you keep an eye on the linebacker, Kevin Iben here, he's expecting the run inside. He crashes hard going to tackle Fred Reed. That allows Bishop to escape to the outside with a little bit of time to throw this football. But the good coverage from Lynn J. Shell prevents the completion.
Bishop's going to throw again. Michael Bishop, and knocked away. Looking for Otis Amy, and it's Jordan Younger on the corner, and that will set up third down. And once again, Alexis Cerna is going to come out here for a little chip shot as the Bombers cannot find the end zone.
Well, you wonder here if that trouble getting the run game going affected the Bombers' play calling here from in close. Not looking to go to Fred Reed, using play action the first time, getting Michael Bishop to the outside with an option to run on second down. But the Argos secondary stepped up in a big way.
This is a kind of a funky little angle for Alexis Cerna's, made from 53 and 32 tonight. This one only from the 14-yard line. Has to angle it, and he puts it through. All kickers so far. 10-6 Winnipeg. Dominic Dorsey, last year's most outstanding special teams player in the Canadian Football League, is back. And the Blue Bombers will kick it off to him. And so far, we have seen exactly why these two teams are second last and last in most offensive categories. Their inability to punch it into the end zone. Cerna, perfect night so far. 3 of 3. Blue Bombers have a 4-point lead. Dorsey now. The 33-yard line for Cody Pickett and the Argos with 8:04 to go in the first half.
Rod, you mentioned the struggles of these two offensive units relative to other teams in the Canadian Football League. I think when you look at their team-by-team receiving leaders, that says it all. These two teams at the bottom, and at the bottom by a long way. You see Terrence Edwards 200 yards back of Weston Dressler, Saskatchewan's leading receiver.
Jamal Robertson, and a good tackle Dorian Smith is there. Bring him down. He picks up a few yards. Well, the Argos, and I guess the Blue Bombers in many ways too, have gone through more receivers this year than 3 teams, you know, in terms of continuity. And missing Terrence Edwards, a 1,000-yard guy and perennial all-star, has to hurt Winnipeg tonight. He's a go-to guy, particularly on that last possession.
And he becomes even more so with a guy like Romby Bryant gone.
Carter comes back for the ball, but slammed to the turf by Ike Charlton. Good cover there by that Winnipeg linebacking crew.
Even without Barron Simpson, that's still one of the strengths of this football team. Ike Charlton, Sadiq Shabazz, and Joe Lobendon. Very good unit.
Well, when you think about Barron Simpson, again, you know, it's a tough unit to crack as well. You say, you know, Barron Simpson's an all-star, but those 3 guys, and healthy, done a good job for Winnipeg. Inside 7 minutes now before halftime. Spiraling kick. Javon Johnson. And downfield quickly. Once again is Pottinger. 6-yard return by Javon Johnson. Michael Bishop will come out again. I don't think it's my imagination as you take a look at the passing numbers. We've been to Winnipeg many times. You played here, you know what it's like. I don't think I've ever heard it as quiet in this stadium.
Well, I think we got a bit of a taste of what the mood here in Winnipeg was when the loudest cheer of the night came when the Bombers got a single point on a punt on the first possession of the ball game.
It has been that kind of year in Bomberland. Very frustrated fan base. Boy, Mike Kelly and the Blue Bombers, could they have any more controversy from the beginning of the season and all of the ebbs and flows of the regular season on the field and all the stuff off the field? More action than a Jerry Springer show.
Well, you know, some things occurring in the media, obviously conflicts between Mike Kelly and certain players that have occurred. Conflicts between Kelly and the media, but other things have just been uncontrollable.
Well, quick pass to Darius Bowman, strung here. And you saw that strong arm, the bullet from Michael Bishop.
And Bishop to Bowman has become a key connection for this Blue Bomber team. A couple of guys that played together a little bit in Saskatchewan last season. Bowman's numbers picking up in the last couple of weeks. Big target, a guy who runs well. Michael Bishop certainly happy to have his experience and talents out there without Terrence Edwards in the lineup tonight.
Trying to find a way to bring these Bomber fans to life. And over the middle again, Bishop, and another first down for Winnipeg. This time Brock Ralph hangs on.
Well, we've seen throughout Michael Bishop's career, he's a guy who can run hot and cold a little bit. He can be streaky, and all of a sudden Michael Bishop looks to be heating up.
He has a little pepper on that ball too. You got to be ready for it.
And there you saw the confusion created by that cross motion between Ralph and Bowman.
Now making the miss is Fred Reed. First down, his biggest carry of the night. 14-yard pickup.
Well, they better give Kevin Ivan a quick second before this next snap to pick up his shoes, because I think Fred Reed just juked him right out of them. Ivan does a nice job stepping up to fill the hole here, but a little in and out move by Reed got Ivan to leave his feet. Missed the tackle as Reed burst to the outside for the first down.
Red zone again for the Blue Bombers. Fred Reed again for the Blue Bombers. Head-to-head that time with Zeke Moreno.
We've seen Michael Bishop on this possession using that bootleg half roll at certain times and reminding the Argos that he is a threat to run with the football and to get outside of contain getting outside of the pocket. That creates space for Fred Reed, but I'll tell you, after that collision, Fred Reed a little bit slow to get up. Evanson Bernard now in the backfield.
And Michael Bishop forced to take a timeout here.
You see the frustration on Mike Kelly's face. Not really happy to burn the timeout.
Especially so close to a 3-minute warning before halftime.
You see Michael Bishop sharing his coach's emotion. There is some confusion as far as formation. But I'll give Michael Bishop credit, though, in this situation. You don't want to use the timeout, but they've got a chance to put points on the board here, particularly threatening for a touchdown right now. You don't want to risk losing field position with a bad penalty.
And again, early in the ball game, remember, they had a couple of formation penalties, especially with this much penetration into that Argo zone and coming away only with a field goal last time. 2nd down and 4, shotgun for Bishop, rolling right, can't find anybody, has to look to his left and has to go on the run. Bishop, there's a penalty flag on the play, likely a hold, and the catch made by Brock Ralph. But let's see